The 1970s gave us some of the most unforgettable disco hits, but do you remember the one-hit wonders that defined the era? What happened to these iconic songs after their brief moment of fame? From Vicki Sue Robinson's Turn the Beat Around to Wild Cherry's Play That Funky Music, here are 15 amazing disco one-hit wonders revisited. Turn the Beat Around by Vicki Sue Robinson came out in 1976, written by Gerald and Peter Jackson. The song is all about the excitement of dancing, highlighting the power and rhythm of music. It became a disco classic, reaching number 10 on the Billboard Hot 100 and topping the disco charts. Vicki Sue Robinson, an American singer and actress, was not well known before this hit. Born in 1954, she started her career in theater before moving into music. Turn the Beat Around was her biggest success, earning her a Grammy nomination for Best Female Pop Vocal Performance. Gloria Estefan covered the song in the 1990s, and her version became popular too. Robinson continued performing until her death in 2000. Vicki Sue Robinson's disco classic made waves in 1976. But what about Anita Ward's hit? If you're enjoying this journey, don't forget to subscribe and let's explore. Ring My Bell by Anita Ward was released in 1979. Written by Frederick Knight, the song is all about a woman inviting her partner to unwind and enjoy the evening, with Ring My Bell having a playful and suggestive meaning. Its catchy rhythm and the creative use of the snare electronic drum made it a huge hit in the disco era, reaching number 1 on both the Billboard Hot 100 and the UK Singles Chart. Before her brief music career, Anita Ward was a school teacher. Although Ring My Bell was her debut and most famous song, she struggled to match its success and later returned to teaching. The song was initially meant for a younger singer, but Ward was chosen after the original artist signed with another label. With Anita Ward inviting fun and excitement, what deeper truths will Cheryl Lynn reveal next? Let's find out. Released in August 1978, Got to Be Real by Cheryl Lynn is a classic disco hit about true love and being authentic in relationships. Co-written by Cheryl Lynn, David Paich, and David Foster, the song's catchy melody and strong vocals quickly made it a favorite on dance floors. It became especially popular in the United States, reaching number 12 on the Billboard Hot 100 and topping the Hot Soul Singles Chart. Born Linda Cheryl Smith, Cheryl Lynn started her career after an impressive performance on The Gong Show, which earned her a record deal. Got to Be Real was her debut single and remains her most well-known song. Ray Parker Jr., later famous for the Ghostbusters theme song, played guitar on the track. Got to Be Real emphasizes authenticity in love. But what happens when the night calls? Let's explore I Love the Nightlife.
Please don't talk about love tonight.
I Love the Nightlife, Disco Round by Alicia Bridges is a lively disco song released in June 1978. Co-written by Bridges and Susan Hutchinson, the song celebrates the nightlife and dancing away the worries. Its energetic beat and memorable chorus made it popular in discos throughout the United States and around the world. The song reached number 5 on the Billboard Hot 100 and topped the disco charts, capturing the spirit of the disco era. Alicia Bridges, who was born in North Carolina, began her music career in the 1970s. I Love the Nightlife was her first single and remains her most famous song. It gained new popularity in 1994 when featured in the film The Adventures of Priscilla, Queen of the Desert. After celebrating the nightlife, how did a dancing duck take over the disco scene? Let's explore.
Look at me, I'm the disco duck.
Disco Duck by Rick Dees and his cast of idiots is a funny disco song that came out in September 1976. Rick Dees wrote the song, which tells the story of a man who starts dancing like a duck at a party, and soon everyone joins in. Its silly lyrics and catchy rhythm made it a memorable hit. The song became very popular, reaching number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart in October 1976. People loved its playful vibe and the unique duck voice in the chorus. Disco Duck sold over 4 million copies and won a People's Choice Award for Favorite New Song. Dees, a Memphis disc jockey, was fired from his radio job for mentioning the song on air and is more famous for being a DJ than a musician. Disco Duck had everyone dancing. But what dance moves define the disco era? Let's explore the hustle.
Do the hustle. Do the hustle.
The Hustle by Van McCoy is a classic disco song released in April 1975. Written and produced by McCoy, this instrumental track embodies the disco dance craze of the 1970s. It was inspired by a dance called The Hustle, which McCoy observed at a nightclub in New York City. The song quickly became a huge success, reaching number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100 and Hot Soul Singles charts during the summer of 1975. Its catchy beat and unique piccolo melody made it popular in discos everywhere. The song also won a Grammy Award for Best Pop Instrumental Performance in 1976. McCoy, a skilled songwriter and producer, worked with many famous artists before achieving solo success. But The Hustle remains his most famous work. The song was recorded with top session musicians, including drummer Steve Gadd and guitarist Eric Gale. Could Van McCoy's disco sensation lead us to another unforgettable dance anthem? Let's explore. Let's all chant. Let's All Chant by the Michael Zager Band came out in 1978. The disco hit is famous for its catchy chorus. Your body, my body. Everybody moves your body. Which got people dancing and enjoying themselves. The song's fast beat and lively rhythm made it a favorite in nightclubs and on dance floors worldwide. The Michael Zager Band was created by Michael Zager, a skilled songwriter, arranger, and producer. Before starting his band, he worked with many artists and produced several successful songs. Let's All Chant became the band's biggest hit, selling over 5 million copies and topping charts in the United States and Europe. Let's All Chant got everyone moving. But what desires will we uncover in More, More, More? Let's explore. More, More, More by Andrea True Connection was released in February 1976. This disco track is about wanting and enjoying life with lines like, I want your love, capturing a bold sense of desire. Its catchy beat and unforgettable chorus made it popular in clubs and on the radio. Andrea True, born Andrea Maria Truden, started her career as an adult film actress before moving into music. She recorded More, More, More in Jamaica, where she was stuck due to a government ban on transferring money. Partnering with producer Greg Diamond, she took advantage of her situation, creating a song that became a disco classic. More, More, More captures the excitement of desire. But how did the funk era respond? Let's find out. Play That Funky Music by Wild Cherry came out in April 1976. The song tells the story of a rock band adjusting to the disco trend, with lines like, Play that funky music, white boy, showing their switch from rock to funk. Its catchy beat and lively rhythm made it popular in nightclubs and on the radio, reaching number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100. Rob Parisi started Wild Cherry in Ohio as a hard rock band, but had trouble finding performances during the disco age. The idea for the song came from a club goer who requested funky music. Parisi wrote it in just 5 minutes and it became their biggest success, selling over 2.5 million copies and earning a platinum certification. The song featured session musicians who created its famous horn riffs. With Wild Cherry's catchy transition to disco, how did Thelma Houston capture hearts next? Let's explore.
Don't leave me this way, no. I can't exist.
Don't Leave Me This Way by Thelma Houston was released in 1976. Written by Kenny Gamble, Leon Huff, and Carrie Gilbert, the song expresses a heartfelt plea to a lover not to leave, reflecting feelings of anxiety and heartbreak. Thelma Houston's strong singing and the catchy disco beats helped it become a hit, reaching number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100 in April 1977. Houston, who is originally from Mississippi, started her music career in the 1960s and signed with Motown Records in the early 1970s. Although meant for Diana Ross, the song became Houston's most famous track and an anthem during the AIDS epidemic in the 1980s. The heartfelt plea in Houston's song raises an important question. What happens when love turns dangerous? Let's explore First Choice's captivating tale next. Armed and Extremely Dangerous by First Choice came out in 1973. Written by Alan Felder and Norman Harris, the song tells the story of a woman warning others about a dangerous man who broke her heart. Its catchy melody and powerful vocals made it a success, reaching number 28 on the Billboard Hot 100 and number 11 on the Hot Soul Singles chart. First Choice was a female vocal trio from Philadelphia, consisting of Rochelle Fleming, Annette Guest, and Wardell Piper. This was their first single, and it remains their most well-known song, also featured in the 1975 film The Stepford Wives. Could a song celebrating Friday night bring the same joy as a warning about danger? Stay tuned as we explore it next.
Living it up, oh yeah. Friday night. Living it up at last.
Living It Up, Friday Night by Bell and James was released in 1978. The song was written by Leroy Bell and Casey James and celebrates the joy and excitement of reaching Friday night after a long week of work. With its lively beat and relatable lyrics, it became a favorite on dance floors, hitting number 15 on the Billboard Hot 100 in 1979. Bell and James were a duo of talented musicians and songwriters who wrote for artists like the O'Jays and Teddy Pendergrass before their success. The song also appeared in the 1979 movie Roller Boogie, which helped increase its popularity. After dancing through Friday night, what thrilling anthem did Sylvester bring to the dance floor? Let's explore. You Make Me Feel Mighty Real by Sylvester was released in October 1978. This disco song, co-written by Sylvester and James Wyrick, expresses the joyful feeling of being alive and true, especially when dancing. Its catchy energy and Sylvester's strong falsetto helped it become popular in dance clubs in the United States and the United Kingdom, reaching number 1 on the United States Billboard Dance Club Songs chart. Sylvester, known as the Queen of Disco, was a groundbreaking artist in the LGBTQ+ community. He started his career in the 1960s with the drag group The Cockettes, showcasing his unique style and his soulful voice. Sylvester's music was notable for its use of electronic instruments, influenced by Donna Summer's song I Feel Love. Sylvester's joyful anthem celebrates life. Will Amy Stewart's hit reveal the superstitions we hold? Let's find out together. Knock on Wood by Amy Stewart came out in February 1979. This disco hit is a cover of Eddie Floyd's classic song from 1966. The song talks about the fear of losing something good and the superstitions people use to keep their luck. With its catchy beat and Stewart's strong vocals, it became a favorite in dance clubs and reached number 1 on the U.S. Billboard Hot 100 in April 1979. Amy Stewart, an American disco and soul singer, gained fame with this song. It was her biggest hit, and she continued to make music through the 1980s and 1990s. Stewart's version was so popular that it was re-released in the United Kingdom in 1985, where it reached the top 10 again. With disco dominating the charts, what other hits captured the excitement of 1979? Let's find out. Making It by David Naughton came out in March 1979. This lively disco song was the theme for the TV show Makin' It, where Naughton was the main actor. Written by Freddie Perrin and Dino Fakaris, the song talks about reaching success and enjoying life. Its catchy tune and upbeat lyrics made it very popular, reaching number 5 on the US Billboard Hot 100 chart. David Naughton, known for the song and his TV role, became famous from Dr. Pepper commercials before his music career. Makin' It was his biggest hit, and he later starred in the horror film An American Werewolf in London. The song also appeared in the 1979 comedy movie Meatballs. In revisiting these 15 amazing 1970s disco one-hit wonders, it's clear how these tracks left a lasting impact. Which of these disco hits is your favorite? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more.